Hey, this is Danielle. Today I'm going to demonstrate how I made $1,100 in about 18 minutes with a 0 DTE SPX butterfly. So let's go ahead and look at the charts. Now, today we sold off pretty hard. We had a gap down this morning after that inflation data came out and the market continued careening lower. Now, my favorite time to trade during the day is market close. This is also when you have a time frame where those 0 DTE SPX options are going to be expiring rather quickly. So, something that you can get involved in, especially if you're good at determining the direction in the market at the end of the day. So, for today, we were down here at the lows. Right about, I'm in the Pacific time zone, so that'll be right about 12 o'clock. And so what I was looking for was a shift in overall trend because I was looking for the possibility of a short covering rally. Now, in the beginning, I felt like today's been pretty weak. It might be a short, but at the end, we started seeing volume come in. And what I really saw here was, do you see these previous moves higher? This is a symmetrical move, okay? It's a term in Fibonacci where you're looking for symmetrical moves. And so what I did was I measured from the low up into here, which created an area of resistance. So based off of these rallies higher, I had a resistance zone right about here at 49.49. And what that told me was, you know what? If we hit this level and we trade lower again, that's going to be a moment in time where I can short going into the very end of the session. Well, what ended up happening instead was price came right up to that zone and we broke through that resistance. So that told me that, okay, you know what? This is a time where we're going to look for a short covering rally. Let's go ahead and get in. And this is what ended up happening. We saw this pretty big move right here at the very end of the day. Again, that was right about 12:30 Pacific time, going right into market close. Now, another thing that I used to trade this was going to be the ticks. So I'm a student of the ticks. And basically, what I was looking for was a shift in the buying versus the selling pressure. So, right here, you can see around 12:15. The ticks had been really negative. We were selling off hard. We were down into negative 1,000. They ended up pulling back up into negative 600. So, still selling pressure, but not as significant. The big kicker here was right before 12:30, we started to see some buying. Okay, so typically on a day where the market's selling off hard, there's going to be people that are either shorting the low and then they, you know, once the market starts trading higher, they need to get out. So they're buying to cover, or you have people that did short much earlier and they're, buying to cover because they want to get out of their short positions. So what ends up happening is that when that buying pressure gets even stronger and your ticks get up into the plus 600, that's that moment in time where the price can really just jump and explode to the upside. So what's a good way to trade that? I used to actually trade this trade with the S&P futures, but I kind of have picked up the bug for the SPX day trades. So I was actually a little bit late to this one. I should have gotten in when the SPX was at about 49.30. I got in at about 12:42. So I really should have gotten in about 12 minutes earlier, and I should have used a $20 wide butterfly instead of a $10 wide butterfly, but that's okay. So I ended up getting in when price was right around 49.40, and I bought a $10 wide butterfly. So 49.40, 49.50, 49.60. This is a pretty small trade. It only costs, $1.95 to get in. So it's going to be less than $200 a contract. Use 2 contracts. And basically the idea here was, okay, I can see that there's quite a bit of high open interest at this 49.50 strike. And so when I'm placing a trade using a butterfly, I'm putting that center strike at the key target zone with the idea that the ticker is going to rally up into that key psychological value, and it's going to be pretty close to that target right at the end of the day. It doesn't need to be exactly there. If it is exactly there, it's a perfect pin. But what I'm really trying to do is I'm just trying to capture the move from this 49.40 price point up into 49.50. I'm trying to find a cheap way to do that in the options market. So by placing a butterfly here, $10 wide, paid $2. At the end of the day, I actually didn't even get out of this trade. So it's just going to cash settle. The SPX closed at 49.53.17. So, you can see it's a couple dollars through my center strike, but I still was able to see this trade go from about $2 to about $7.77. So that's going to cash settle. That's going to equal about a 400% winner. It's about $1,165. So not bad for 18 minutes of work, but it also took 10,000 hours of practice, learning how to read that price action into the close. So if you want to learn butterflies, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Trader Danielle, and you'll see more videos like this. Also coming soon, which is very exciting, I'm going to start making videos ahead of time. And basically I'm going to be doing a partnership with one of my girlfriends, and she's going to be giving amazing Fibonacci analysis. And I am going to be showing you how to set up trades, especially butterflies, beforehand. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you.